I leave it up to you. You want to start with the crappy football team or Brandon Nimmo being a new member of Texas?
We'll start with the genius from Harvard. We'll start with him.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
My thoughts. I mean, here's the bottom line on this trade as far as I look at it, okay? All right. So we traded a guy who's 3 years younger, right, who had and I hate OPS, but he had 100-point better OPS than the other guy, okay? Mm-hmm. He had at least 10 more homers than the other guy. He had 30 more RBIs than the other guy. So if this was not – I don't want to hear about run prevention. Give me a break. The only way that I can justify this trade in my mind is that you're saving $30 million, and it shouldn't have to come down to this, to Uncle Stevie, but okay. $30 million, which you will now use to pay Pete Alonso, or not all, more than that, but to pay Pete Alonso and Edwin Díaz. If that is not the reason this trade was made, this is a ridiculous. I can't stand this trade.
So Evan wins because that's what Evan said. He said you say it in a different way.
Yes, no, I know Joe. Right. I only worked with him for a decade and a half.
Are you serious? And he's and hold on. And he's a homegrown Met who wanted to be here. He waived his no-trade clause. I mean, whatever. I mean, look. He's not going to a bad place. I'll say that.
Well, look,
so
Nimmo realized the Mets didn't want him, Joe. So he said, why not?
Yeah. No, yeah. And he's going to a good place, so I like that for him. But to me, this is the only way it makes sense. Because Marcus, the guy's 35. What is this guy defensively? I mean, I don't get.
Well, he's great.
Is he Bill Mazeroski? I mean, is he? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Apparently, even at 35, he's still an elite glove at second base. But you said everything correctly. The Mets today, for now, because obviously more moves coming, they got worse offensively. There's just no question about that. And what I remember, I think you remember this too, is in Game 162, they didn't score a freaking run.
Yeah. Right.
And there were a lot of times over the course of the closing of the season where they didn't score enough runs. So as much better defensively as they've gotten by making this trade, which is fine. Like, okay, great, they're better defensively. But they've just lost a little bit offensively. And I'll take what you said a step further. Not only do they have to keep Pete and Edwin, now they got to go at a bat in left field because they're short an outfielder.
Yeah, this almost feels like, Joe, that they created this talking point about their team. And we heard it right after the season, right? We got to get better defensively. We got to get better defensively. And it's what they're in, and it may be based on some analytics that we're not privy to or whatever it may be. But it's just how they're managing their offseason. It's not necessarily about this is what we need. It's just is what we've told ourselves that we need. And they want to get better defensively. And this first move of the offseason is a defensive first move.
It's ridiculous, okay? I'm sorry. It really is. You want to get better defensive. If you would have told me that they traded Brandon Nimmo for a decent starting pitcher, okay? All right? Okay. I understand that. I get that. But for this guy, he's 35. Tiki, he's 35 years old.
I know.
I mean, this guy's not 25.
Right.
He's nowhere near. You look at his numbers. I was looking at his numbers. He's like declining. He had 40-something homers.
He's declining. Yeah, he's declining offensively every year.
There's no doubt about it. So you better get Pete signed. You obviously better get Díaz signed. And Evan's right. You got to go look at a guy like Kyle Tucker. You got to go look at a guy like Bellinger. You got to look at these kind of guys. I mean, you really do because, unless you're telling me, and Evan, you know the farm system better than me, unless you're telling me that Jet Williams, okay, or they got another kid down
Carson Bench.
Carson, that's the kid, the center fielder. Unless you're telling me that these guys are ready, they're going to bring these guys up and they're going to play them. I mean, and McNeil's gone. He's next. There's no doubt about it. I don't know what they're going to get for McNeil, but, you could say goodbye to him. Like I said, it's hard to believe that this might be about money because it's Uncle Stevie.
Right.
But it might be about money.
Yeah,
it really might.
Long-term money, because in the short term, they're picking up money because Simeon was making $26.5 million.
Right, and he's right. I understand that. But he's got a 3-year deal. The other guy's got a 5-year deal. What's left on the deal?
Right.
I'll say what I've been saying all along. All right. To me, all that matters as a Met fan this offseason, and again, you know how I feel about Stearns, and this is all Stearns. There's nobody else, but this is him, okay? You know how I feel about him. The only thing that I care about is signing Alonso and Díaz. Whatever you do after that, okay, you could trade anybody you want with the exception of Lindor, Soto, and McClain. Anybody else, you could trade. I don't care. So they traded Nimmo. I don't like the trade. You better sign Pete and Díaz.
Yeah.
And you got to get a starting pitcher. I mean, come on. Run prevention. You know what killed this team at the end of the year?
Yeah.
Why they steadily declined? The pitching collapsed. Not just bad. The pitching collapsed. They couldn't. Starting pitchers, you guys know this. They couldn't go 3 innings. They were going 3 innings, 3.5 innings. What are we doing? How can you win? Please, give me a break. Anyway, that's my feeling.
No question. I think that this move will be best defined by what David Stearns does next.
Right? Yeah,
That's how we'll know. I just know in the moment, like, my feeling was uneasiness about the trade. Like, it was just all right, I guess this could work. I don't love Simeon the player being 2 years older. Right. And so I don't know what's next. And I don't have as much confidence as some of my fellow Met fans that now they're just going to take the money and sign Kyle Tucker. And they're going to keep Pete Alonso. I don't know if any of that's going to happen.
Well, they better sign Pete and Díaz. Like I said, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm leaving it. I have no love for Stearns. I think I just don't like him. I mean, this guy, you tell me this guy grew up a Met fan, I think that's bull. I think it's all about him. He thinks he's smarter than everybody, and he's going to show you how smart he is. So that's I'm done. You know, I'm done.
Yeah, this goes back to what I was saying to Evan when we first talked about this, Joe. Is it you're at the point where you want to trust him, but you don't trust him yet?
Not at all.
Because there's no track record here.
No.
And so while the success in Milwaukee is what it was, there's no track record here. It's a different way of going about operating business because you actually have money. You better make the right moves.
Yeah.
Especially when you get rid of a guy who's been here for as long as Brandon Nimmo has been here.
Amen. Tiki, you couldn't have said it better.
As far as the football team is concerned, 10 consecutive years being under 500. Congratulations.
Yes.
What an honor.
But at least you're not already eliminated like the Giants.
Please. And I got to ask Tiki something, too. But a couple things. First of all, 10 years in a row, like you said, losing season. How about the fact, I heard this from Catalan yesterday, I couldn't believe it. They have lost 10 consecutive games when they scored first. 10 straight games when they scored first, and they still don't have an interception. How is that possible? Wow. How can you win when you never take the ball away?
You can't. You can't, especially against good teams.
Right.
That's the only way to beat good teams is if you turn them over.
When you're not as good as they are, that's the only way you can beat them. Yeah. Right? There's no doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt. So, I mean, and the penalties that really, to me, maybe there was a lot of bad moments in the game. Okay, obviously, Breece fumbling on a 2-yard line. I was crying when I really couldn't believe it.
That was it.
It was a good run, and it was
a heart rip out.
Yeah,
what it was.
Right.
And I want to say this to Tiki. Okay, Tiki. Now we know this. You had your issues at one point with fumbles, okay?
Yeah.
I think Tom Coughlin helped you out, however, you know, whatever he told you to do.
Basically said you're not playing if you don't. Stop.
Okay. Now, it's not like he's fumbling all the time, but he's had 2 critical fumbles this year. One against the Cowboys when they were down a touchdown. I was there. It was 90 degrees on about the 10-yard line. And then this one here against the Ravens.
The common denominator. That's what you're asking me, Joe? You know what it is?
What?
It's he's pressing to make the play.
Right.
And so there are fundamentals that you have to have as a running back, and that is whenever traffic gets around you, the defender is close.
Right.
It's got to come in, right? Your elbow's got to come in, ball's got to be center mass to you so you don't lose it. But if you start, I don't know, extra efforting to make another guy miss,
right.
Like your body just naturally wants to spread out to balance yourself. And so it's a lack of awareness and efforting in those I really need to make this play moment. So it's not because he's, a bad football player. He's trying to make the play.
Teague, I love the guy. I mean, to me, look, I'm so happy they didn't trade him. I think he's our best offensive weapon.
No doubt.
Think, with the comments you heard from Glenn after the game, it sounds like they're going to sign him. I mean, this is my guy. He had his arm around him. I love this player. I mean, that might mean nothing, but I mean, I thought, okay, that sounds
he's still young.
Good.
He's got a lot. He's got at least 4 years of good football left. So sign him to a 4-year deal, and if you get rid of him after 3 because he's broken down, so be it. You got 7 good years out of him.
I mean, you see the difference. I mean, he was that whole drive. He made 2. He had that 40-yard. And here's the other thing too. The coach goes for it on 4th and 2. Okay, all right. I mean, come on. I mean, I understand. Look, you're 2-8. You're 2-9 now. You want to be aggressive. I understand what you're doing, but you got a team. And let's face it, Lamar was not right yesterday.
Clearly not.
They caught the Ravens. They couldn't have caught him on a better time.
Right.
Lamar was not the guy that we've seen over the. He was afraid to run.
Joe, we said he looked disinterested.
Yeah, well, maybe.
It looked like he was bored with the game early on.
Maybe. Either that or he just was afraid to run. He
maybe.
looked like, he wasn't the same guy.
He was hesitant when he was running the rare
There's
times
no question about it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. But, I mean, come on, Coach. I mean, on our own 40-yard line, punt the ball. We got a good punter. He was putting them inside the 10. By the way, how about their punt? He was kicking 80-yard punt.
He was.
But, I mean, our punter's putting the ball inside the 10, the 20-yard line all the time. The defense was playing okay. You know what I mean? Don't give them a touchdown.
And the other problem with that 4th and 2 was Breece wasn't even on the field for that play.
Right, that's right.
Like,
how's that possible?
What is that?
Right. And what was the call before it? They handed the ball. I think
to Isaiah Davis.
Right, on like 3rd and 6 up the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I also hate
it's because they had converted one like that earlier, so they thought that they'd catch him
again.
This
was like 3rd and 6, though, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was like 3rd and 2 or something like that, or maybe 4th down and 2, and they just ran it right up the gut.
Right.
And they got like 8 yards,
right.
so they ran the same play again, and fool me once type of thing.
I thought, Joe, the most underratedly bad play call in this game was they're up 7-3. They got the ball at the end of the first half, chance to tack on points.
Right.
They have a 3rd and 3 from the Raven 39-yard line with a timeout. Run the football, get a first down, and you got yourself a chance for a field goal. He drops back to pass Tyrod Taylor, gets sacked, loses 7 yards, and they're forced to punt.
I know. That was they were lucky that they didn't give up points before the half. I mean, they tried one shot down the field, he missed it, and then they just took a knee. You was like, okay, thank God. I mean, but no, I agree, bro. I tell you too, the 3rd and 15 pass interference on Oliver was a killer. They had control of the game. They're getting off the field. It was 7-3. I mean, that just really, to me, and it was a lot, like we said, the fumble, the 4th and 2. That play, as much as any, turned the game around.
Yeah, it was really a mistake. It was the pass interference, that one on 3rd and 15.
Then the other one, Tony Adams.
The Tony Adams, right in the
on the
middle
goal
of the
line.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was a play, too. And look, I know we stink, so we don't get calls. I got to tell you, all right? The play, remember this play? Breece gets hit out of bounds. Now, you could question whether it was late or not, whatever, okay? They flip a flag up. It looks like they're throwing a flag there. It looked like they called penalties on both teams. Then who was it? I think it was Cleet Blakeman is the referees. I love all these guys. Anyway, he gets out there and he goes, there's only one penalty on the play, and it's a holding penalty on the Jets. And then you see the replay. There was a clear hands to the face by one of the Ravens. I think it was on Mason Taylor. And I'm like, what? What was that call?
Right.
Anyway, look, I know we stink. We don't get called. Let me give the positives. I want to give positives, okay? First of all, they play for the coach. There's no doubt about it. They definitely play for the guy. They were in the game. It wasn't like they weren't in the game. They definitely were. This Darren Muhi, so far, he stole John Mechie from the Eagles.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, are you kidding me? He's our best receiver now. I mean, I know Garrett's hurt. But, I mean, this guy, he gets open. He's scoring touchdowns. They stole him from Michael Carter. The other guy, Mitchell, made a couple plays. He's not quite where Mechie is. But, again, they got him in the deal with 2 number 1s.
Right, he's also young. Partner. Yeah, he's also very young.
Right. So, I love those young guys. They're a young team. The offensive line, I thought, played decent again. I know there were a couple sacks, but I played decent. Breece is terrific. He needs to be on the field, like Evan said, on 4th down. Needs to be out there. Look, if they get a quarterback, okay, and Taylor should play the rest of the year. He wasn't phenomenal yesterday, but he made a couple nice plays. We got away from pressure to make plays. He's fine. Let him play.
Right.
He looks like he's got a little something with Mechie. It's all good. But if they can get a real quarterback here, I don't know. I think here's what I think they're going to do in the draft. I really think, and I don't know if he's the right guy, but he looks like the best guy. I think they're going to do whatever they have to do to get Mendoza. I really think that's.
And they're equipped to.
Right.
That's what they're going to do. And
to your point about Muji and some of the moves he made under the radar, Jawan Briggs 24-year-old defensive tackle. He got him for a song. Even Jarvis Brownlee, not that he's perfect. I mean,
and you know what? You know who's gotten better, bro? Stevens.
Yeah.
Stevens seems to have got better without Gardner there. I have to tell you. So, I don't think this guy, look, Membo, we like Membo, we like Taylor. Davis, we'll see about. I'm not Davis, but Thomas. We'll see about him. What he turns out to be.
He had a penalty early in the game that almost killed him, but they got off the field.
Right. But
Thomas.
I just want to get back to this though. So Teague, I mean, I don't know what your relationship is with Breece Hall, but I would think that he knows Tiki Barber, has great respect. There was a point in your career where you were the premier running back in the game.
Yeah.
Do you think that he would listen to you? And not that he's got a major fumbling problem.
No.
But you just can't put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, no. Again, it's not a simple fix because it's an awareness thing.
Right.
It's more of a mentality.
Right.
And in that moment, I always talk about this on this show. It's like every game is going to present you with a variety of moments, and it's whether or not you're ready for it. 80% of the game is just not going through the motions, but it's like the next play, the next play, the next play, the next play, the next play. But at some point, there's going to be a moment where it's your chance to impact the game in a winning way. And are you ready for it? That's what it comes down to. And it's either one of two ways. You're either ready for it,
or you're not.
Or you screw it up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so in that moment, he screwed it up. And it wasn't, it's not something to get mad about. It's just he's got an awareness thing when contact starts to hit you in critical moments. You just got to center the ball. It's got to go center mass.
Right. Well, look, you know what? Look, they still got, 6 games to go.
Yep.
I want to win some games. I mean, I'm not worried about the draft situation. The chips are going to fall where they may. We know the teams that you would think. How about Shedeur Sanders? Wait a minute. Can we? Well, he actually looked pretty good yesterday.
Not bad,
I didn't see a lot of the game. But, the Raiders are terrible. I get that. But
they fired their offensive coordinator.
Chip Kelly. Yep, he's out.
I saw that, the old Oregon coach, right? Philly coach, Eagle coach, too.
Yep.
Right.
What, did they anyway, I don't even know. Did he I saw a couple plays on the red zone, but not really much. Did he look all right or what?
Yeah, he can throw the ball, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no question.
Right. So it's a matter for him. I think it's a matter of getting comfortable in this speed of this game. Because it sometimes it's happening quick for him.
Right.
He's going to be, look, what's his name? Dylan Gabriel. He cleared the concussion protocol or whatever he was in.
You think they're going to go back to him?
He does not need to see the field for the rest of the year.
They announced.
I agree with you.
They announced Shedeur's going to start next week, so he's keeping the job for now.
Let's hope you know what? Just not to interrupt you, but let's hope he plays well, because to me that's another team that could be ahead of them that doesn't need a quarterback.
Right.
That is
true.
You
know what I mean?
No, you're right. That is the one thing about Mui that I'm a little concerned. Darren Muji that I'm concerned about.
Right.
He's added these nice pieces. His draft doesn't look bad, but his first decision around the position at quarterback was a major whiff. He brings in Justin Fields.
That wasn't his call. To me,
who
I'm
was that then?
That was
Glenn?
definitely Glenn.
Yeah.
That Glenn made the call, and I put Woody in this too. They decided to dump Rodgers. Let's go back to that. Rodgers wanted to be here. By the way, Devontae Adams just caught another touchdown pass. But anyway,
he's leading the league.
I think he's got 11. He's got 11.
No, he's got 12. He got 12.
Oh, he got 2 last night?
Yeah.
I knew he had 1. Yeah, okay, so he got 2 last night. All right, so whatever. But that's the bottom line. They made a decision to get rid of Rodgers, and this was his hand-picked guy. This was Glenn's guy. I don't think this was Muhi's guy. I think this was the coach's guy.
Well, they better get the next quarterback decision right.
Well, the next guy to me is Muhi's guy.
Right.
And this is the right guy. We knew Fields wasn't any good. Once they let Rodgers go, we knew Fields wasn't going to be any good. Okay, we knew that. We knew the year wasn't going to be great once they did that. So it is what it is. But now you're in position. I look at the team this way. Even yesterday, like I said, when he fumbled, it tears your heart out as bad as the team is. They're in position with the draft picks. Now they got to make the picks.
Right.
And I got some confidence that this guy is going to do the right thing. I really do. He showed me a little bit, so I don't feel too bad about him going forward.
Do you think with 6 games to go, this defense will actually force a turnover in the next 6 weeks? I
wouldn't bet it, bro. I have what if you would have bet? God, I can only imagine the numbers you would have got, bro. If you would have bet before the year that the Jets, just say that the Jets were going to go 10 games without forcing an interception, what kind of number would you get on that?
Unbelievable.
I can't believe they only have 1 turnover.
All year.
1.
Bro, come on.
It doesn't make sense.
And they weren't even close to one yesterday. Ev, were they close to a turnover?
Not even close. Not even close.
Oh, my God.
It's incredible. It's incredible. All right, bro.
Painful.
Always good talking to you, my man.
Boy, hey, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family, bud.
Be good, brother.
All of it. You enjoy the holiday.
Thank you. You too. The great Joe Benigno coming off another Jet loss, and Brandon Nimmo being traded away. The Jets have forced one turnover this season. They have now played, what are we at, 11 games they've played?
Yep, because they had the bye week already.
11 games, they have forced one turnover. Just for perspective, the NFL record for the fewest turnovers forced is 8. They're going to shatter it. You think they can? 8? They have 1.
Wow, they're not
they
getting
got
close.
6 games left.
They are not going to get close.
They're not even going to get close. In fact, long-term prediction. How many turnovers will the Jets end up forcing once this season is complete? Ooh. I'd like to go first.
Hold on, I got to look at the schedule.
All right. I'll give you the schedule. Atlanta.
Miami. Yes. Jackson. Oh, you're going to get one against. You have to get one against Jackson.
How about New Orleans?
New Orleans, you could with Shuck.
New England and then Buffalo.
No. So I'm going to say 3.
3 in total?
3 in total.
That was my number, damn it. I'm going to go with 3, which is unbelievable. The NFL record is 8. They're going to end up with 3.